Mike Asti with Bryce Ford-Wheaton, West Virginia Mountaineers product here at the East-West Shrine Bowl. Bryce, how's this experience been for you so far? Obviously, this is a chance to kind of grade yourself amongst many of your peers, but many others that maybe you haven't got to know, and you've been through a few practices now and a game coming up.
It's been real interesting. I learned a lot, getting a lot of knowledge, learning a lot of new things, and also just going against like high-level competition was something that like we didn't have, consistently every game in the Big 12. So going against corners that are my size and seeing just nothing but man, it's been different, but I liked it and I'm getting adjusted to it well.
Who's the toughest corner that you dealt with here that you hadn't experienced before? And then what are some of these corners doing that's maybe a little different or tougher than what you were used to in the Big 12?
I went against all of them this weekend. All of them are very talented and things like that, so it's kind of hard to just put a name on one. But I'd say just press man is kind of different, and we don't see a lot in the Big 12. So when a corner is really just trying to mess up your timing and kind of mess up your route and defeating that at the line and getting like a lot of separation, it's harder. But I know that's what it is in the league, so I'm getting adjusted to it. I gotten better day by day, and I think overall it's making me better.
Now, obviously, there's NFL team scouts here, Falcons, Patriots, coaching staffs here. What NFL teams have you been talking to? What conversations have you had? I heard you talk to the Steelers.
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of different teams. Probably, somewhat close to all 32. I think maybe about 28 or so. But there's a lot of teams, I guess, that have a lot of positive to say, and there's some teams that I've asked for criticism on, or like on myself, and how I can get better, how I can have success in the league. So the interviews have all went well though, and I got a lot of good.
What are they kind of bringing up in terms of constructive criticism, or maybe even questions about your personal life that you weren't expecting?
They ask literally everything about your personal life, like in terms of, Morgantown's kind of considered a party town and whatnot, so they ask like, what would y'all do there after the games and things like that, and about High Street and things like that. But it's all been good, and but some of the things that I've kind of heard back are just really just having the mentality that every day or every time the ball goes up in the air is my ball. They say all the things are there, my height, my strength, my speed, and things like that. Just the NFL is kind of a mental challenge more than anything, so that's kind of what they challenge me to do. So I look forward to kind of proving that maybe tomorrow and throughout this whole process.
Was the conversation with the Steelers anything that stood out to you or anything special to you? Because I also heard you're a Steelers fan.
Yeah, it was definitely the first thing my mom wanted to hear from. When I called her and told her I know the Steelers, she was really excited and happy, asking how it went. But they have a good staff, a good front office. I love their coach too. It went well though. I think they've got to see me play in person, especially us playing in Pittsburgh at their stadium. So they had a lot to say. It went good though.
What are you going to now take from this week, from this experience at the East-West Shrine Bowl, to the rest of the draft process, to the combine, the time that you have on your own when you're not in an event like this or now no longer with the college program, to get ready, and what are you going to work on?
The main thing I want to work on really now that I know is just defeating press man consistently and just kind of gaining separation at the top of my route, because I know now, like in the NFL, the window is so much smaller than in college, and I really gotta, I guess, I've been kind of a raw route runner because in college I didn't really have the playbook or the routes, I guess, the route tree that everybody else would have. So I guess I got to develop a little more there, and then I definitely want to work on getting off press cleaner and just getting into my route faster and getting separation.
Have you talked to any Mountaineers that are in the NFL? Obviously, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Gino from a generation before, but Tony Fields, I can go on and on, about advice for you through this process and getting to the league?
I talked to a few people. I talked to Kaiser, probably I say more than anybody else.
He's probably a little busy right now.
Yeah, he is, but
with the Super Bowl and all.
Just gave me some positive, like feedback and things like that, things to look forward to, what to expect. I talked to Letty, who was also in this game last year, so he kind of gave me what to expect too. And I talked to Tavon Austin too, about a few different things, Stebbin too, but that's pretty much it.
Okay, and just any message to Mountaineer Nation? Obviously still pulling for you. You know that West Virginia fans they're rooting for these guys many years after they're done at WVU.
Yeah.
So anything you want to say to that fan base, they're going to stick with you to the NFL.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for their support. I look forward to, trying to represent them at the next level and coming back to Morgantown for a game or two, hopefully sometime in the future.
All right, thanks, man. Good luck.
Problem.